Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing to begin is Love. Catch is made by Rome Odunze. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That one complete to Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. First down, Packers.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Injured player on the field, and he's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And the Packers are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, it's Jacobs. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Bears nothing.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
And these are the
line.
explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's taken in, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here it is on 4th down. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyle Monunga. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Williams now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Go play action with Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one not quite on target. A little too much, and that one falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bears 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Run down for Monunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Williams. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On play action, Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Green Bay first down.
19 yards.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the full.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, here is Manunga. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Williams. This one is caught right side by Zacchaeus. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
On third down, it's Williams. Rolling to the left.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This one is caught by Reed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now, faking the give. That is pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Christian Watson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Marked down at the 6.
Jacobs, the Packer ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Love to throw. And he's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Packers. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And a good job rallying to the football. Holds him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
A gain of 3.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Jacobs. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Love. On the run to the right. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. To throw is Love. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Moore going in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Quick slant, caught by Burden. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Williams now to throw. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Love to throw it on 1st down. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stops the clock as well.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
In motion goes Dobbs. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Here comes 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. Here's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love quickly out to Watson. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On second down, Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw, so ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball is put right on the money for a big pickup.
That is caught by the tight end, Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Chicago.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's...
And he'll take it on in. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer.
Bears 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Jalen Johnson up from his corner spot to make the stop.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught, left side, it's complete. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Packers.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That complete to Jacobs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A second down throw for Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Now Love. That one taken in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown Packers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Swift. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
The tackle by Quay Walker. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. This pass deflected and caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. good for a Bears first down.
At the 42-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
A throw downfield caught by Burden. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Chicago.
That's another.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that.
This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit.
Bears 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll run it straight ahead with Jenkins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. To throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. One of the tight ends motions right. Now Jacobs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Open man, left side, he's got it. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
These
play.
edge rushers,
Leads
they
to
are
second
judged by their
and
sack
goal.
totals, Mike.
At
They
the
love to
Bears'
rush the
6-yard
passer.
line.
But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On play action, Love. That is caught, and he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard now?
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are going to extend their lead.
Bears 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. He'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
The man in motion is Watson. Throwing is Love. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's to the tight end, Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. It's Swift. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Packers' 48-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Williams. That's complete on the tight end screen. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.